Good morning, Bitcoins! It's Tuesday, September 9th, 2014, and there's no time for watch metaphors. Apple is making their announcement in 7 minutes. It's time to do the show. The price of Bitcoin has suddenly ticked upward since I started talking. It was at 465, but now is at 467, showing some signs of life after yesterday's positive and negative announcements. We'll just have to continue holding. FBI. No illegal techniques used in Silk Road investigation. The FBI has responded rather angrily to Ross Ulbright's ideas that perhaps they had hacked his servers to find them. The FBI claims to have sent random characters to the server, which then, because the login page was misconfigured, allowed the servers in Iceland to be discovered. There are doubts on this. They say that the FBI has not given us enough information to recreate the login page issue. They are also being incredibly strong in their defense, claiming that there's no way that the NSA, a shadowy hand, government's own words, shadowy hand, was behind the investigation. As you can recall, the NSA and CIA have previously lied to the American people in the past. It's not impossible that they're lying again. BitPay's rapid expansion. Good news for Bitcoin. BitPay just opened a new office in Amsterdam, and boy, is it nice looking. And this is good for Bitcoin? I'm not sure, but it's good for BitPay. Congratulations, BitPay. Way to go. I haven't even been to Amsterdam, let alone have an office there. Oh. Will a Bitcoin ETF help Bitcoin go mainstream? Yes. Yes, it will. More people will be able to buy Bitcoin because they can just buy it like a stock. More people will be able to hold Bitcoin because they'll just hold it like a stock. As for the companies holding the Bitcoin for these ETFs, they better have cold storage. And they better have a vault system better than a cat. Satoshi Hacked. The story so far. Update from our Bitcoin. And some guy. 1, 2, 3. Some guy wraps up the last 24 hours where Satoshi N at gmx.com was hacked. This is not caused by email expiring because the hacker forwarded emails from 2011 to Peter Todd. Screenshots of the hacked email were also released to prove that it was hacked. The hacked email, or someone who bought the docs, then took over Satoshi's P2P Foundation Ning.com address and wrote the following. Dear Satoshi, your docs, passwords, and IP addresses are being sold on the darknet. Apparently you didn't configure Tor properly and your IP address leaked when you used your email account sometime in 2010. You are not safe. You need to get out of where you are as soon as possible before these people harm you. Thank you for inventing Bitcoin. A nice, friendly message. The story continues today as the SourceForge page for Bitcoin was defaced, changing several of the words to Buttcoin. Buttcoin is a peer-to-peer butt. Very funny, but the accounts have now been recovered. Wired magazine has even picked up on the Satoshi email story, and it's expected to go wild into the mainstream media today. Kashmir Hill, Forbes, also covering the Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto has lost control of his email addresses. With an update, Ms. Hill emailed the Satoshi email address and is now getting bounce back. Presumably, GMX has shut the email address down. As MadBitcoins said on Twitter, closing the barn door after the cow has gone. Kashmir Hill agrees. Too little, too late. But that was my thought when I got the bounce back. She then asked for our conclusions. We replied, GMX shut the email down, but the damage has already been done. They have the emails for what they're worth. The other accounts they took over can be reset, but the emails are out. Future communications will come by signed message. If there are any future communications. The last message was the Dorian one. Not really expecting more. Unless he's galactically stupid. And as all of you, I'm sure, recall the classic Lois and Clark scene where a man from the future questions Lois and says, "Look at me, I'm putting glasses on. Clark Kent? Superman. Clark Kent? Superman. What are you, galactically stupid?" Moving on. iPhone 6 coverage starts in 59 seconds. Apple has built a special white box and flown in U2 to play for the event. Expected announcements are the iWatch, which, if it looks like this ugly boxy thing, isn't going to do well at all. I'm hoping for the iCuff. Also, iO8 and the iPhone 6, which is said to be a huge iPhone impossible to control with your thumbs, which is apparently what the market wants. They're also expected to kill the credit card by announcing near-field communications and the ability to store your credit card in your Apple account and then just use your Apple account everywhere you go using your credit card through NFC. But of course, yesterday, PayPal supported NFC and Bitcoin to spite Apple stealing their thunder. The Apple announcement is starting in 5, 4, 3. You're going to need to be on Safari on Mac or iOS to watch it, or on an Apple TV device. Otherwise, you can always check out the news at macrumors.com. Great website. Checked it out for many, many years. And we're running out of time, but don't forget to check out our remix. Did you know that Doge spelled backwards is EGOD? And again, this is just a basic remix showing how much potential these words have. I hope that a real electronic music artist will take it over and add some music, you know. Also, if you'd like to sponsor the show, you can sponsor the MadBitcoins program by going to madbitcoins.com and donating $25 to this address. After you've donated $25, just fill out the form on the page, and you'll be added to the queue. Remember, advertisements or shoutouts will not be read if they're a scam, negative, inappropriate, etc. And that brings us to today's sponsor, which I'm trying to get up on the screen. Here it is. Today's sponsor is solvebit.com. Solvebit.com. Check it out at Solvebit. They've got a mystery. A mysterious squawk out from a little trapped parrot at solvebit.com has sponsored today's show. So, check it out. They've got a Trezor wallet and a QR code. And it says it's a treasure hunt, and I thought it was a treasure hunt. Solve the puzzle and take the contents of this Bitcoin wallet. Well, I'll bite. How much is in the wallet? Woo! 0.34. $163. Nice. They've got the Trezor right there and the code. Can you solve bit at solvebit.com? We're running out of time. Time to go watch the Apple announcements, but you could also support Mad Bitcoins by subscribing at patreon.com/madbitcoins or donating at madbitcoins.com or using the QR code on your screen. We're watching out on Twitter, so subscribe at twitter.com/madbitcoins. And now, the Apple event live. Might come back after that. Probably will be live tweeting. Until next time, good night and good luck, because you're going to need it.